Christy here, and I thought I would try this whole vlog thing, just maybe do something a little bit less formal and show you guys around a little bit. And there's something really exciting happening today. There is a Barnes & Noble opening up within walking distance of where I live. So I'm gonna go check it out. I actually love all things gardens. I love flowers. I love growing things. I love trying to propagate my own flowers and things. But alas, I live in an apartment right now, so I cannot have the garden that I want, the garden of my dreams. But I've decided to just make the best of it and do what I can. So I wanted to show you guys my little garden space, my little outdoor reading nook that I created for myself, and I actually think it's pretty nice. So here goes. I love that tree. I kind of feel like I'm sitting in a tree house or something, or that's at least what I like to imagine. So that tree is just great, and it looks so beautiful at night when it's all lit up with the globe lights. Here's a little close-up of my garden. I've got some impatiens here, and I tried growing this lupine, which I'd never tried growing before because it's mostly a cold weather plant, and it bloomed, but now it's not anymore. And here's a picture of what it's supposed to look like. So I actually gathered the seeds from vincas from last year and I planted them, and here is the result. And so when these get a little bit bigger, I'm gonna transplant them. They're pretty easy to transplant. And the cool thing is I have some different shades of pink and purple, but I'm not exactly sure which one's which, so I can't wait to find out. I've got a bunch of different impatiens here, which really like the shade, and this was a nice surprise. This is like a darker pink that stowed away with this shade of pink. And I don't know what's wrong with these guys. All the plants over here look so upset. I don't know if it's the sun they're getting or what, but maybe I just need to give them some fertilizer. I've got all these pothos vines here, which this is a really common house plant. This is actually my favorite pothos vine because of the interesting color of the leaves, and it took a while for me to figure out how to get it to really grow. It just kind of stopped growing for a little while, but I figured out that it really needed like a humid climate. So when I do bring it inside for the winter, I have to spray it on a regular basis with just some water to give it that feeling of humidity. And the pothos vines are so easy to propagate. You can actually just chop them off and put them in water, and I put this bag over it just because I don't want mosquitoes to breed in the water, but they root so easily. In fact, you don't even necessarily need water to propagate one of these vines because they have roots growing right off the vine when they're still attached to the plant, that if you just give them a lot of water, then as you can see there's roots here. If you just give them a lot of water, then they will root in the soil. But I like them because they're super easy, and when you take them inside, they don't need a lot of light. Oh, another fun fact about the pothos vine is that if you want, you can actually just stick one of these in water and then put a betta fish inside of it, and they really love this environment, and so does the plant, because the fish feels really safe and it really likes living in the plant, in the roots of the plant, and then the fish waste actually feeds the plant. So it's like this really beautiful little ecosystem. Anytime I've put a betta fish in a bowl with one of these plants, they always live a really long time, like 2 to 3 years. I also have some cucumbers. I got some Space Saver cucumbers that apparently you can grow in containers, so I figured I would try it. We'll see how it goes. I don't know what's going to happen when it comes time to fertilize their flowers, like, because I don't know if the bees are going to come all the way up here, but I've heard that you can actually take a paintbrush and just kind of like paint the pollen in the flowers as if a bee had pollinated it, and then it will produce the cucumbers. So we're gonna find out. Hey guys, it is 1 week later and I just wanted to show you some of the new plants that I got. I got this really cool rose tree, which is actually going to be used for a super secret project that I'll be revealing later. And I got some new mandevilla vines, some white flowering vines. So I put those on the edges here. This one, they're still really tiny. And surprise, this one bloomed. It's so beautiful and tropical and I love it. So now I can have a great time just sitting here, reading my books, enjoying my tree, and all these beautiful flowers. So that's my garden space / reading nook. I hope you liked it. Let me know in the comments what your favorite flower is, what things you like to grow, whether it's vegetables or flowers or a little bit of both. And let me know, have you ever propagated anything? Have you ever tried to make your own flowers? I'd love to hear it. So let me know in the comments. And now we're gonna go back in time to the day that I went to visit Barnes & Noble. It is a hot July day and I am on my way to Barnes & Noble. I'm doing the smart thing of walking there. You can see how hot I'm getting. My face is getting all sweaty. But I wanted to say that unfortunately, this is not gonna be a book haul today because I did the responsible thing and left my wallet at home. I know, lame, right? It's a grand opening of a new bookstore and I'm not gonna buy any books. I figured I would just, I'm so sweaty right now. But I figured that I would just add some books to my wish list. So, and just kind of like look around a little bit and see. Well, I had so much fun. That store was beautiful. It was so much better than I thought it was gonna be. I thought the cafe was so pretty. All the displays were beautiful. I was genuinely sad that I left my wallet at home. So I'm definitely gonna have to go back sometime. I didn't want to leave the store, but as you can see, there are thunder clouds brewing in the distance, so I need to get home. I don't want to get caught in that. But I had a great time and I hope you guys enjoyed that little excursion with me. So I'll see you later. Bye!